Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: would you make the team? So here it is. It is a really big weekend for my St. Louis Cardinals. Yes, another sports analogy, I know, but I promise you, still has implications in your life, whether you like sports or not. So here's the deal. This July 23rd, 2019, the weekend of, and Albert Pujols is coming back to St. Louis. Now let me give you a little backstory here. In 2011, the St. Louis Cardinals won the World Series, and Albert Pujols was a big part of that. And after that series was over, he, after 10 years with the St. Louis Cardinals, just nothing but excitement, 2 World Series championships, like everybody in the entire city just loved this dude, and still do today. And so he left to go play for the Los Angeles Angels, and it was just now, 2019, that his team finally came back to St. Louis to play. Now, a side note here, which has just been an amazing, if you want to know how much this guy is loved, he has had 3 games here in St. Louis, and every at-bat gotten a standing ovation. He hit a home run in yesterday's game and actually got a standing ovation from, yes, the home team crowd. Our Cardinal fans were standing up, giving him an ovation for him to come out and give a curtain call, which means he comes out and tips the hat to the crowd as a thank you for the standing ovation and their excitement of him. Yes, folks, he was on the visiting team. So this shows you how loved this guy is. But I'm listening to an interview, and when you learn more and more about this guy, he is just an absolutely phenomenal man. He's a phenomenal husband, a phenomenal father, a phenomenal baseball player. And so as they're interviewing him, they talked about his work ethic, which I thought was really cool, because they asked him, like, what was his attitude? What was your attitude when you go into spring training? How do you look at it? And he basically goes into every spring training. The guy's 39 years old now. He goes into every spring training with an attitude of he's trying to make the team. Now, this is even in his prime. When he was in his prime, he was going into spring training like he was trying to earn a spot on the team, which means what? He's busting his ass. He wasn't going in giving a half-ass effort. He wasn't going in trying to coast and hope things are going to work out. He did the work, and then he showed up at spring training with an attitude that he was going to make the team. And so I asked this simple question, like, where in your life do you need to have that attitude? That you're trying to make your own team. Like, if you look at your business right now, are you showing up with that attitude where you're coming in and you are busting ass so you can make the team? Is the input, is your effort, your input giving the grander output that you want, the results that you want? I want to make the team, man. I want to make my own team. And are you coming in with that effort? And are you doing it consistently over a period of time? And for many people, just that one question, they go, oh, shit. No wonder I have the results that I have. Because people are inconsistent. People talk about wanting big shit, but they're not willing to do the big work. And so if you look at your life right now across body, being, balance, and business, say, where in my life, in these 4 areas, for some of you, it's all 4. Where is it that I need to increase my input? Like, I'm trying to make the team, give it the best of what I have every single day. Where do I need to increase my input, my energy, my work ethic, so I can get the output that I truly want? If you do not have the output that you want right now, if you do not have the results that you want right now in your life, I am telling you, you need to go back and look at your headspace. Where is your mind around what it is that you want, number 1? And number 2, where is your effort? Is it consistent? Is it happening day in and day out and day in and day out across all 4 domains? Body, being, balance, and business. Is it happening that way? Because where it's not happening will be the weak link in the chain of your life. So you have to take a look at your life and say, man, would I hire me? Would I hire me? Is my effort the type of effort of a leader in a business? Would I hire myself? And that's a tough question for people to answer, because many of you listening right now know what the answer is, and it's not a good one. And so if this is you, you can change that today, and you can show up as a leader, and then you have to string together a series of wins over time of showing up as that same powerful, energetic leader, doing the work day in and day out. And when you string enough of these days together, you will start to get the results that you want. This is how life works, folks. You got to have the headspace, the mindset that goes with this. Have that right mindset of abundance and prosperity in your life, and you take that into a business with the right energy and the right focus and the right drive, that you show up as a leader and you stop giving lame-ass excuses as to why you can't meet with your team. Stop giving lame-ass excuses as to why you're not getting things done. Stop surfing the internet. Stop sitting there and checking text messages throughout the course of your day and focus on the work that needs to be done. And when you do that, you will get the results that you want. Same thing happens in your health. If you're not where you want to be in your health right now, chances are you need to reevaluate your input. And what are the things that you are doing, the energy that you're putting into it? And chances are it's not where it needs to be. Same thing in relationships. If your relationship isn't where you want it right now, go take a look in the mirror. Where is your energy and effort and focus been in that relationship? And guess what? You're going to have to give more effort and energy and more focus, and you're going to have to string it together over a series of 30 days and 60 days. And it doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. There are going to be days where you're going to screw it up. You're not going to be perfect. But make those days the exception to the rule, not the rule. Too many people live a life of mediocrity, and they fooled themselves into believing that that level of mediocre effort is actually the best that they have. And what you and I know is there's another level of you. There's another energetic level and shift in you that has to take place. Don't wait until the shit hits the fan and all of a sudden you have a sense of urgency to go get stuff done, to get the results that you want. How about you light a fire under your ass right now and create a sense of urgency right now that says, I wouldn't even hire me. And if you wouldn't hire yourself right now, and if you wouldn't work for you right now, then you got to show up as a completely different person the rest of this day and the rest of your life if you want to get to where it is that you want to go. This is a huge, when I was listening to this, I just sat there and I do this, man. I listen and I go, okay, where in my life do I need to practice by what he's saying? Would I have me on my own team? And if not, then what areas do I need to step it up in? And I'm asking you to do the same exact thing right now. This will change your life. This will create a sense of urgency in certain areas. And it's amazing what happens when we have a sense of urgency, how shit just seems to change. Imagine if you lived that way every day, like you were trying to make the team. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. Hey, if you haven't already, please head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. Make sure you rate and or review this podcast. And as always, reach out to me, Dr. Troy, DRTROY, at commitandgo.com. You got questions, you want to share breakthroughs with you, or just give me personal comments about the program. I'd love to hear from you. Dr. Troy at commitandgo.com. There's also a website you can head to, www.commitandgo.com. That's all I've got for you here today. This has been Dr. Troy Dukowitz and the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.